Welcome to our ILM Leadership and Development webinar, where today we're going to look at leadership and management, and we're also going to look at coaching and mentoring. So let's dive in. So at Inspiring Cultures Ltd, ICL, we work on 5 pillars of cultural transformation. The 2 on the left, we look at facilitation and mediation, so real restorative approaches to help organisations. Today we're going to talk about leadership and coaching, which is our ILM programs, and also we do CPD one-day modular programs as well. Another webinar that we've got is our modernising HR policies, where we look at our positive dialogue framework and our positive performance framework as well. So please feel free to have a look at those webinars. So what are the benefits of developing your leaders? I think we all know the answer to this, but let's have a look at some data that sits behind it. 2.4 million untrained managers each year. So those people that have been good at their jobs, been promoted, and then actually start to look after people, they've had no official training. And that's not fair on them, it's not fair on the organisation, it's not fair on the colleagues they manage. 82% of people surveyed, even experienced leaders said 82% had inadequate training. And leadership is a privilege, and we should be there to really support our colleagues. And then 52% said they had no leadership qualification. So nearly half of our leaders out there have no qualification, no official training. Now, I think we can do better than that. So let's have a look at the positives with a qualification. So it increases a person's capacity to learn by 25%. Performance increases by 20%, and we're seeing that increase more and more. And then 4.2 times more likely an inclusive leader to be an inclusive leader than versus their peers. Wouldn't we want those leaders enjoying their job and really developing our colleagues? So why look at ILM qualifications? Well, they're world renowned. We're an approved provider. We provide a variety of courses across the spectrum. But if you take it in essence, ILM looks at leading, inspiring colleagues to meet those organisational goals. And that's what we would like to do and support you in your journey. A lot of people say, how or what do qualifications mean? How does it cross over? So we work in the arena of 3, 5 and 7, but you can have 2, 4 and 6, so you can mix and play with these. Level 3 is usually A-level standard, level 5 is usually diploma standard, and then level 7 is postgraduate master's degree standard. Now, we tailor each course to your own unique organisation and our open access courses. And within each level, so 3, 5 or 7, there's different parts of those levels as well that range from what's called award, certificate and diploma as well. So they can also be tailored for you. So let's have a look at the leadership and management one first. So what's the benefits of having the leadership and management one? Colleagues get a thorough grounding and understand their responsibilities, how to build better relationships with their stakeholders and networks, articulating goals and values within that organisation, leading and motivating teams to do better, really understanding that wider alignment to the organisations, and then actually developing those leadership styles to be broad, that can be tailored to each individual. So loads of benefits to develop our colleagues. Now, what will go along with these programs? If it was easy, everyone would be doing these. So there is commitment you've got to put into it, and the best leaders put that commitment in to strive to be better. So what's the program start to look like? So we work on what's called units or modules, and they're usually for a day, and then after that day, you get an assignment to complete. And within that day, you have one of our specialist trainers that work with you on particular assignments. And we can have a range of about 85 units. So you can pick and choose and pick and mix what you'd like to really tailor for your organisation. We also offer what's called action learning sets. So what we usually do is 1 month do 1 unit, second month, second unit. Then we have a third month an action learning set, which is usually a half day to really cement that learning. What have you done from before with the previous courses to really develop your leadership style? Now, after each unit, there's what's called the portfolio of learning or assignment, and that's a written document that really helps get kind of your learning down on paper and also give you some good business plans. There's coaching providers provided along the journey from us and our expert coaches that really develop and enhance your leadership skills. So how does it look in a flow chart perspective? So this is our most popular course, our level 5 certificate. And you'll see across the blue boxes across the top, there's 6 there, and they're just units that we've used recently with an organisation. Down the bottom part, after each unit, is the portfolio or assignments to be completed. And then after every 2 units, we have the action learning set to keep you on that journey. Also, what we can do throughout that, we've done with organisations where people wanted 360-degree feedback provided, different project work, so we can tailor it really to your organisation needs. So let's have a look at coaching and mentoring becoming ever popular around a leader being a great coach and mentor as well. So let's have a look at the benefits here. Now, before I go into the benefits, when I did my qualification in 2019, I thought I was a good coach. And I suddenly realised I was quite poor at coaching. So now, what I would say from it, I've really learned how to be a great coach. It's not just a work skill, it's a life skill as well. So what we're looking here, the benefits, that you'll go back from an organisational context and raise performance, deepen an understanding of coaching and mentoring. I got them confused even with what's called the big 4, which is coaching, mentoring, therapy and counselling. I just got them confused and I was doing bits and pieces rather than pure coaching or pure mentoring. Looking at actually how you plan strategic work and develop the organisation, and then how do you equip individuals to be the best version that they can be. So the coaching and mentoring is slightly different from the leadership and management where we do units per month. We front load the coaching qualifications, so it's 2 days 1 week or 2 days the next, or 4 days depending on the client at once. Otherwise you can't really coach if you haven't got those skills. Then there's action learning sets, so we built those in as well throughout the journey. That's yet again to cement your learning, but also so you don't get coaching fatigue and we keep you on track for your qualification. We provide coaching on journey, so to keep you going, give you different ideas, different suggestions, and we provide mentoring along that. And then there's written assignments and reflective learning that goes into this to really, really enhance your skill level. So let's just have a look at it in that flowchart format. So the blue box on the left, the navy box, is where we do our 4 days training and development. After that, you're asked to write an assignment to really say how you would take coaching back to your organisation. The next blue box along is then you're going to be training or coaching for 18 hours, and that's 3 colleagues, so 6 hours per colleague. And then after that, along the bottom, you'll be writing what's called reflective learning each time. So you'll have 18 what's called reflective learning. Now, I wasn't a good writer, but I found that probably the most enjoyable part of my course in 2019 because it really got my thoughts down, good, bad, indifferent, and what I learned each time. And some of my best learns is when I didn't do very well was coaching. They were my best learns. Yet again, we've got our action learning sets in, we build in at certain times. And at the end of the journey is what's called your overall reflections or review of the journey that you've been on to really cement that learning. Now, we do get organisations saying to us, Steve, we really like the idea of the ILM programs. We're not sure how we can tailor it or fit it to us. Also, we need to influence our CFO, COO, CEO, etc. So we can come into organisations and do our 360-degree needs analysis. So this is a great tool where we lift the car bonnet, have a look at the engine, work with your stakeholders, we work with colleagues to look at data, what's currently working well, engagement scores, etc. And then we do forums as well to gain colleague feedback. We then come up with a beautiful design unique to your offering, and then we deploy the strategy. Usually it can take, depends on the size of the organisation, 3, 5 or 7 days, but it's your choice. At the end of the 3, 5, 7 days, we present you with a brilliant professional report. You can then choose whether you take it, which 9 times out of 10 organisations do with us, or you can walk away, so it's your choice. So you haven't invested in a big programme, but you've had a good start to think about what you need. So how to take it forward. So we look forward to hearing from you. So inquiries at inspiringcultureslimited.com, 0208 058 5582. We've got people there waiting to help. Any questions you've got or any thoughts around how we can help or support you. I just want to say thank you to listening to the webinar today. We've got loads more webinars for you to kind of join and have a look at. 10, 15 minutes to give you a good flavour and then to reach out to us. So from my point of view, thank you for listening today. I'm Stephen Adams, Director of Inspiring Cultures Ltd, and I wish you every success on your career and your goal journey. Thank you.